Well, it's good to see you all again for this really impromptu result of the Dead Wars. Like,
let's go!
Yeah! It was an amazing game.
Yeah.
Thank you for you guys for all the work before, and also for everyone who showed up. But we are going to get into the aftermath of the Dead Wars. What happens after? Because people want to know.
I want to know.
Does Arden die? We'll find out. So let me tell you the story of the Dead Wars. We had 2 wars waged in one day. And even fell. James, I don't know, and Arden, also known as the Dark Prince Skodos, were held in the keep. Skodos had made a dark bargain, a sacrifice. His soldiers, the very same enemies that our brave warriors fought against, they were tied directly to his health, his life force. As his augments were purified, were slain, you grew weaker and weaker. The Prince of Evenfell led a final attack on the keep. And I don't know, and James watched as Skodos, within inches of his life, is captured alive in his very weakened state. I don't know, and James, you guys play the role of willing guards. At this moment, you look like you have betrayed your friend, knowing that this might be his only chance to live. I don't know, you take his sword and you open a portal while James secretly gives him the potion that Goodwin had prepared in the final moments. The Prince of Evenfell's plan is to bring Arden, Skodos, to Eos, either to kill them both at the same time or let them kill each other. But the Prince of Evenfell will not sully his own hands. He will not fall to sin. So, you guys all step through a portal that leads to the Divine Realm, which is where you guys are fighting. In the Divine Realm, war had broken out. Eos had offered peace, but it was broken. The oath of peace was wrought into, and war was declared. Goodwin, you led an attack on the Golden City, using your skills as a hunter to hunt down key angels that gave Eos his power. Moondor, you led an attack on the Golden Airship, and you helped bring it down to the ground. Eris, you were defending the home base, which unfortunately was destroyed. I need you to roll a d20 for me 3 times.
Eris dies, I just go home. Okay, 18.
Okay.
20.
Okay. All right, you don't need to make that third roll. Okay. You are able to escape damaged, but all of your limbs intact.
Wait, we could have gotten
Unlike last
You
week.
could have had peg leg Eris or eyeless Eris.
She would match her goddess.
That would be highly ironic.
It was a year ago, guys.
Pirate Eris.
You are able to escape as the home base that we were defending is destroyed by the Angelic Warriors. There's a final push on the Golden Keep. Many fought bravely. Hundreds of warriors came to fight Eos, and Eos fought back himself, killing many. However, we were victorious. We did over 39,000 damage to Eos.
We killed that wanker.
In his cowardice, in his final moments, he tried to flee the battlefield.
Opportunity attack.
Right as you guys arrived. So, you guys step out of the portal. I don't know, James, Abound, Skodos, the Prince of Evenfell. I don't know. You open the portal and you can, with your rogue skills, quietly hand back the sword to Skodos, and you have loosened his bonds just enough that if he needs to act, he can defend himself.
Indeed.
Eos stumbles towards you, the bound Skodos, knowing if either one of you live, the other will be reincarnated. This is how he plans to save himself. However, in your last dying breath, you stop Eos from fleeing by stabbing him in the chest, and you both fall dead to the ground. Dead. You both have taken way too much damage to live. However, because of the acts of Goodwin, because of the aid of your friends, you are going to roll death saves, and these are mechanically different from normal death saves. No healing is going to bring you back. No resurrection is going to be able to save you if you fully fail. This is your soul battling to come back not as Skodos. Skodos and Eos are dead. The divine princes are gone. This is your chance to come back as Arden. So we're going to roll the d20s in front of everyone, and we will find out
Using the Skotos
what
dice.
happens. Yes.
Skotos die. Yeah.
Everybody,
Good
Hang in there,
vibes.
you wanker.
Good
We all put our
vibes.
hands in.
Yeah.
come on.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, good vibes. Okay, that's a
Oh.
19.
19.
19.
One pass.
One pass.
You can do it, mate.
If this comes down to
Live,
us finding
Vanya,
two-
live.
Crush death.
You can do it.
13.
13.
All right. 2 passes.
Come on, come on,
Come
come on.
Let's do it.
17.
Arden will be able to be resurrected.
Woo!
Well done.
In my head, what's happening is Skotos' body shrinks down to Arden's normal size. The horns and wings on his body turn to dust, and you see your friend exactly as you remember him.
Aw.
As it's probably like dusting and fading away, and you're shrinking. I'm like, oh no, he's dying! Oh no, it failed!
It's all right. It's all right. See, it's just his horns that are fading. I think. Goodwin, am I right? Is he okay?
We're not gonna know that until we see a healer. So
Well, let's get him there.
Obviously, we gotta go back because we're in the divine realm.
Yeah.
Okay.
where's
Yeah.
Eris? We
Is
should
there
probably
like
get
one
her.
of those like healing
She's
fountains?
stuck under some rubble still. She wasn't even there for that. She's like, help, someone. Yeah, no, Eris is right behind you, and her hair is like partly red, like her skull's cracked, and she's like, isn't anybody gonna take me to a healer?
Don't
She's
worry,
concussed.
She lost her
Oh, no,
eye,
my
so
crap.
she's no longer Eris. She's just Ars because she doesn't have the
Oh
eye
my goodness.
anymore. No, not
regret
really. But
letting
she's
you do
there,
that.
and she's like, blood sweat, like,
Okay,
Yay!
let's get some.
I just want you to just walk up and be like, and just like all the smoke just comes out of your mouth.
We still have the swords.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Arden
Yes.
would have the sun.
You-
we
you
could
have
we could put him in.
both of them.
yeah.
If we're in the divine realm, we can put him in one of them healing fountains.
The Prince of Evenfell is like, I have no clue what's going on. Is like they're dead, right? Like the gold one went to dust.
Yeah.
Don't worry your
And-
pretty little head about it.
He's still there. Like, we need to kill him.
As you
No.
can see, his demonic features are gone. The demigod that was Skotos is no more.
Yeah, it was like he just inhabited this guy's body. We know this guy. He's a friend of ours.
Yeah, it was.
Scotus is more like a metaphysical thing rather than a
Honestly,
physical person.
I have no idea how it makes sense either. I am in the same boat, but I am going to trust them.
I'm just like winking at everybody. Except the prince.
All
That
right.
doesn't make
The prince isn't gonna wink. He
Do
gets
you
a
want
stare.
Do you want us to persuade him?
No,
No, he'll just take it.
you guys can get me home, right?
For a price, Princey boy.
Golden like wraps your head with some cloth and like just brings you over and sits you down.
You lay me over hot rod.
If Hot Rod's still out, for sure.
It's like, oh, cast speak with dead and I'll persuade him.
honestly depends on what Arden has to say. What do you say, Arden? He says no.
What? I was like, wait, what?
Mundo's gonna go ahead and scoop up Arden's body, kind of throw him over his shoulder. He's like, all right, just tell me where I need to take this guy.
There you go. All right, so you guys are able to open up a portal back to our mortal realm, back to Kingdom Grant, with the contacts from the old Temple of Eldath. We will be able to get treatment for all of you. You'll be able to be healed, and more importantly, we will be able to resurrect Arden as he was. So I will finish off. I will finish telling the story of the Dead Wars, and then we're gonna have a little celebration. Well, you guys, your characters are gonna have a little
I want to do
celebration.
one thing if I can.
Oh,
Since you're so loopy, I'm gonna give you an object, which you probably won't know what it is right now because you have a concussion, but you have that object, and I'll tell you what it is at a later time when you're
Eris
healed.
takes it and she's like, someone call Stephanie.
Is she
All
our
right,
emergency contact?
We'll take you to Stephanie. She'll
Yeah,
take care
she's
of you.
on my forms.
So-
I imagine that scene from
No, you're good.
the Return of the King when Frodo's waking up in the bed. It's Gandalf just like standing over him, but it's all of us and you're in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That all right. I kind of like that actually. So that's
Which
that's
one does he not know?
it's
the
Legolas.
best?
Oh yeah,
Who's
it's
Legolas?
yeah, it's Legolas. Legolas is there for anyway.
I'm just like, I don't know you.
Ah!
That's okay. I know you. I'm hilarious. Thank you.
So boy, the siege on Evenfell, the retaking of Evenfell, was a brutal battle. Friday's battle. They are able to reclaim Evenfell. The citizens are able to take back their homes. Balance is once restored. Those augments are either purified or destroyed, and peace is returned to Evenfell. The angelics have all fled the divine domain, which was once a beautiful golden countryside, marbled buildings, is now a gray, desaturated wasteland of destruction. The divine realm has been not divine anymore.
Undivine.
Undivine.
Oh,
Undivine, would not recommend. Do not stay here. Also, Airbnb was terrible.
The AOSB&B.
AOSB&B was terrible.
Yeah, the angelics fled to who knows where. We won't know.
dun, dun, dun.
Spooky.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lightning.
So yes, you guys have your Lord of the Rings scene where Arden wakes up in the bed, and you guys are
We're probably at an Eldath temple.
yes,
Yeah.
you
The
guys
two
are
of them
in a
are
temple of Eldath.
Injured, dead.
He is able to be resurrected. But we will fast forward to the party. Where would we have a party? Where's a good
Wait,
place to
Eris
have?
now owns.
You wanna
Sorry,
do
I do
something?
want to come back. I wonder what is your reaction upon waking up?
I would say like maybe
Oh,
we
yeah.
role play that a little bit.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I was very interested to see what like
We're
if
all
he's,
just-
if he's changed at all.
Surrounding the bed, just leaning over him.
Get away from Lord of the Rings. All right.
We don't own
it's
that
not,
IP.
It's not a bed. We're in the middle of a temple room. He's sitting on a stone.
I'm sitting on a
You're
laying on a
laying
bed
down.
of needles.
Yeah, a stone dais.
Acupuncture.
We went to the wrong- I think we went to the wrong temple.
Thronged by a bunch of priestesses. This resurrection procedure is very intense.
I'm in a pool of blood in the temple of
No,
Eldath.
we're not doing elder. No.
All right.
But you do wake up. you are just wearing a very white, simple robe, which is not your colors at all. But you are in a white, simple robe. You don't have your weapons. You don't have your horns.
Goodwin's in a chair in the corner.
The smell of incense and smoke is heavy in the room. You see light beams from the evening rays casting long orange rays into the temple through the stained glass. And the first thing you see when you wake up is a stained glass image of the goddess of peace. That's the first thing you see when you wake up. The second thing you see when you wake up is your friends who are waiting around anxiously to see if the procedure worked.
So the first thing that's gonna happen is Arden's gonna open his eyes and he's gonna look, just kind of be like, what's happening? And then see the white robes on his body and go, and then look around and
Goodwin shoots awake.
Wake up, wake up, wake up! He's up! He's up!
Moondor's on a Chinese finger hold like.
Go in!
and then Arden's gonna go, I'm sorry, I thought that I resurrected as Eos or something. This is not my color.
Yeah, it's not.
Anybody got? Hold on.
It's really washing you out, to be honest.
Ido's
Welcome back!
Ido's gonna go into his bag, grab a thing of black dye, and just throw it at him.
Just ink.
I'm like,
Just an ink bottle.
I'm
yes.
like halfway.
much
One of the
casting-
priestesses is going to
I'm halfway through casting prestidigitation to make it black, and you do that. I'm just like, oh, well, okay.
I fixed
We could have
it.
done that a less messy way, but that works.
You can't fault my efficiency. It's now black.
the coppery smell of ink mixes
Arden.
with the incense.
Or Skodos. Whichever you are. How do you feel?
I don't feel Eos anymore.
Feels good, right?
Just for the first time in my life, my thoughts are completely my own. And I get to share this moment with my friends. Thank you.
Hell
Do
yeah.
do you still feel like Skodosi as well, or is anything different? Or I just need to know if I need to grab my weapon or not, and try to like get you again and retry this.
We'll get that Skodos out of here.
We'll beat the devil out of you.
The power of Eldaf compels you.
You're finally gonna use your divine smite.
Yes! God, I've been waiting so long.
I'm sorry, you never gotta use it. You gotta use it on the airship.
Yeah, I
That's
gotta
why
use
the
it.
airship died so fast, is you smited it yourself.
It was only me that did it.
Not the other 150 tables that
Totally
decided
not.
to fight the airship at the same time.
So if you're asking if I'm the same Skotos that was on that battlefield, that was never me. It was just an act I put on. I needed an awful lot of people to hate me in order to kill me. So I would prefer, moving forward, to not be called Skotos.
Well, hey,
That
I mean,
is a shadow that deserves to stay dead.
if it's any consolation, I think we're the only ones, and the prince, who know that you might be the same person. I think we convincingly tricked him into saying that you were someone else, though. So I don't think anyone knows that you were Skotos.
Maybe I'll just stay away from Evenfell for a little
You mean by
while.
this now?
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
Probably a good idea. You know, they
Well,
didn't
how
have the
can
best
full
hotels.
circle?
You know,
True. Room service was terrible.
it was bad. It was bad.
And I should know, I dominated the whole city.
We're relieved to see that you're alive. And glad that everything worked.
We are.
I'm glad to finally be human.
You are completely mortal. You don't have your godlike powers. You're no longer level 20. You will have to reattune to all of your magical items, including your swords.
Do the swords have any power anymore?
They still do.
Okay,
They are the weapons of a demigod.
got
But
it.
you are no longer a demigod. You will die a mortal death.
Well,
Welcome
that's
to
depressing.
mortality, bud.
It's not depressing. That's wonderful. Death's just a part of life, right?
I mean,
It's what gives our actions meaning,
you're,
knowing that we might not wake up another day.
you're right, but if you think about, like, timelines and stuff, Eris is gonna outlive us all.
What are you talking about? Mundor will not die. Dying is for the weak.
Sure thing, buddy. Moondor lives forever just out of sheer spite.
Yeah.
It's like, I
I'd
see
like
how
to
it is,
intimidate
Moondor.
death.
Yeah. Moondor's like one of those 25-year-old chihuahuas that people have.
One day I'm just gonna become old and crotchety. Like,
And you're like,
I can
everyone crush, crush you, crush you.
Yes, Moondor.
and he hits people with his cane. He's like, crush you with this cane.
He's gumming on his food.
All right, Grandpa, Moondor. There. Let's get you back into
He needs
bed.
help getting up and down the stairs.
I'm gonna crash these stairs.
So where are we hosting a party?
So,
Yes.
The beach.
I'm letting you guys plan
Yeah,
a
I
bit of
want
a
our
party.
beach
Oh,
episode.
beach
This kind of
episode.
ties into the object that I gave Eris.
oh, what
He
is it?
purchased a necklace with a shell on it as a sort of like he is giving up on everything and he will retire. to the beach with you. But when you open it, this tag is still on there because he forgot it. It's worth like 2 copper or something.
It's super cheap.
Made in fantasy China.
Where's Fantasy China?
Oh, you know, it's just south of.
Fantasy Russia.
And this was that secret object that I purchased last session, which I know was a while ago. But
Wow.
So
Full circle
we are
moment.
in City on the Rock, right? That's what you named it.
Yep, city on the rock.
And there's a big rocky cliffside, hence the name. You're welcome. Some free world
Yeah.
building. And there's a big rocky cliffside, and right on the edge of the cliff, there's this big, beautiful beach house with little stone steps leading down to a little beach. And that's where you find Eris. And she's in her coastal grandma era. She's got like one of those little like
Shawls.
on and
A
like a
sun
big
hat.
hat. Yep. And her little seashell necklace. She's got some puka shells.
she's starting early, huh? She's not even 100.
No.
She's seen
She's
enough.
seen
Yeah.
enough. And she's standing on the edge of the steps and she looks over her shoulder and she's like, well, we've got the beach all to ourselves today. That's pretty nice.
It's a perfect place for a party.
Yeah.
Did you just become British?
Does that mean we're gonna invite
No.
more people than just us?
Oh, I've already sent out the
Oh.
invitations. It's at least a day's travel from Kingdom Grand. Come on now.
He has a sun hat on.
Mundor will be here with a mustache, one of those dad mustaches. Yes, like you can barely see it because he's definitely covered with fur, but
Already.
he definitely has one of those mustaches on.
And Moondor has a swipe of sunscreen on his snout that he does not need, but Eris went around to everyone and was like,
Nice.
sun protection's important, come on.
I was going to say, Arden feeling a little bit more vulnerable and light than he ever has in his whole life. It just has an umbrella and is like hiding from the sun with all his might.
A true goth.
Yeah, he's just, he'll get used to it someday, but today
You've
is
got
not
like
the day.
a black flowy linen shirt on. We're like, isn't that hot? And you're like, no, it's quite breathable.
It's very breezy.
Ido has like a streak of white fur now from all the stress.
Oh.
But he's in like some swim trunks, and he's still got his little bow tie.
Oh,
Gotta keep.
is it
Oh,
waterproof?
No,
It
it's
is.
a little squirt gun. So like he presses a button and it.
Hey,
squirts
yes,
people.
the little squirt gun. He's gonna go over to Eris and just like, "Hey, Eris," and then squirt her in the face.
Where did you even get that from?
Well, yeah. Have you heard of Bittle?
Oh,
If you do
No,
that to me,
I-
you're gonna regret it.
I did invite Biddle, but I didn't think he'd come. But I thought it would be nice to invite him.
Yeah, he won't come, right? Yeah, he won't come.
Bittle shows up. Hello, I love magic.
He erupts from the sand.
We'll get to the visitors in a bit. I want to hear what James looks like.
Yeah. He is basically wearing his regular monk robes, but they're not, worn. They're not tattered. They're much newer robes, and they're
Fresh.
much instead of black, They're almost like a cream, like a off-white. Yeah, he's just looking very, very trim, proper, and much more less aggro looking, I'd say. Yeah.
Good win.
He's kind of returned to his more monk roots and less crime.
Nice.
Goodwin's got. He looks pretty much the same. He's old, so.
He's comfortable
Yeah,
with
it's only
whatever.
been,
His
like, it's
beard
probably
is
only been a
longer
few
to
months,
show the
yeah.
passage of
Probably
time.
just has like a metal detector,
So,
right?
yeah, for him, it's like.
He's got a
It's
grill.
like it's
He's
a
got-
staff of detecting or
So
something.
he's got like
Nice.
the flip flops, right? He's got the flower shirt with that's like unbuttoned and no shirt underneath. And he's just he's got like the dad bod with like gray hair all over his chest. He's got a big sun hat on, and then he's got these like welding goggles that he's using as sunglasses.
He doesn't go anywhere without potions,
yeah.
though, so he still has his bandolier of potions.
He has a hard time letting go, so he does still have the bandolier of potions as well as the sword sheath with it. So he.
I imagined you would switch to like a cooler for your potions.
All right, everyone, water breathing
There-
time.
there-
Here you
yeah.
go.
So he-
Finally, we can use those.
we can!
Oh, it comes full circle.
I just watched Spencer in panic turn all the volume down as you guys were cheering to use those water potions
Yes.
finally.
Yeah, he probably has a cooler with some drinks in it that he made himself.
Do they taste like dirt or
No,
they?
these ones are.
These are good
He's
potions.
taking up mixology in
Wait, let's see.
retirement.
Let's see how good they are.
Oh, we're gonna find out live.
Pretty dang good.
Nice.
Or the natural 16. So
Ooh, they're yummy.
Mundor's still
It's
suspicious of
like
the potions of
fantasy
water
Kool-Aid.
breathing. Like he'll still like dive in the waters and he'll come up. he'll like he's not.
He won't try
He
to
won't
breathe
try it.
underwater.
Like,
He doesn't trust it.
yeah.
Hey guys, let's hold Mundor down in the water.
Good luck.
I don't think anyone is
all
strong
of
enough
them?
to do
I
that.
mean,
Well, maybe all of them. Yeah.
Eris looks over at you and she's like, Moondor, I met the cutest mermaid, and I think I should set you two up. Mostly because I want proof of concept that if you had a child with a mermaid, maybe they would just get both human halves.
I don't know if that would work because he would have to have a human lower half. Unless you met a reverse mermaid, in which case that could work.
All right. Let's not get into the anatomy of crossbreeding.
They got one kid that's
my
just some
gosh.
guy, and then another
The
kid that's like
mental
a
images.
cow
You
with
would
a
just
tail.
become into a seahorse or something
No.
like that.
Oh, that's what is it? A hippocamp?
Would Moondor
No.
have to carry it?
Moondor becomes pregnant, real.
What did you call it? A murmurtar or a minmaid?
Or a sea cow.
A sea
Sea
cow.
cow.
Oh,
Whoa.
sea cow.
That's world building.
That wouldn't be good though. 'cause that
Mermaids
sea
and
cow's
minotaurs
like-
Hey, we are not cross-pollinating species right now. That is not the objective of this beach episode.
I'm just kidding.
Louise.
Do we
Oh
need
my
to
God.
decorate for the party?
I could.
Absolutely, yes. Give me some skill checks, please.
I was thinking, right,
Tell me what
No.
skill you're using too.
let's put up a big,
Can
banner.
Can I roll
Floating in the sky.
performance?
Yeah, absolutely.
To
Can't we
put-
just like sit on the beach and not talk?
That's a 22 for performance
Hey, all
or
right.
decorations.
All right, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
She sets up
so.
a big, beautiful buffet. There's a charcuterie board, and it's got some like cute beachy accoutrement, like a conch
Yeah.
on the table.
Oh.
It's set up very pretty.
What's
Yeah.
a good banner that's like, I don't want to say congratulations, Arden, for not dying.
How
What's
about I lived?
Well, okay,
What
we want
about
to keep that on the
we
down low
I
though.
live.
Let's just
Let's
let's just say we're celebrating the successful campaign of going against Eos, and then just us can celebrate internally that our friend Arden lives.
What if
I
we
was going to
put Ao sucks and he's dead forever? Yay!
Wow.
But then people would question why we didn't put Skodos there too.
But because
Can we just
We're
do
gonna-
congratulations?
We'll
Congratulations.
do a simple
Congratulations.
congratulations. banner.
Congratulations, you died.
I think
I've-
Arden had an idea though. We should probably hear
Oh,
from
I
him.
was going to say, I mean, I died. I lived though, but I died.
Uh-huh.
But I lived.
But I lived.
died.
Could you make one of those real quick?
What's that?
Big banner. Congratulations.
Do I look like a print shop?
I don't know how magic works.
You know what, Valerian? In the craft room, she's a coastal grandma. She has to have a craft room. Let's give me a break, okay? In the craft room, there's some paper. I've got some paints. I've got glitters.
I'm on it. He's just gonna run him back there. The banner.
2 minutes later,
Could get that.
you're done.
The banner looks like a conspiracy board banner, but it's congratulations on it. It's got string attaching each of the letters to where they need to be. It's like clearly like cut out from a newspaper in order to put up there. So it looks like a hot mess, but he is very proud of it. He holds it up to you like, I did it. Here we go.
I take it. That's perfect. Let me put it up.
I have an interesting
ya.
question. If we would have leveled up from this whole experience, I could take fabricate, and then we can actually make.
Don't try to
Stuff like
farm
that.
levels
just
up.
go
You
with
all
God.
live.
No.
Like, be grateful.
I thought
I
we were
grab
gonna-
it. My
Okay.
spectral dragon wings come out, and I fly up, and I tie it to my immovable rod and click it.
Oh, there you go.
So I got to use my immovable rod.
I just see that immovable rod.
And it works.
I'm thinking, okay, so I want to roll performance, if that's cool, and I want to use prestidigitation to turn pieces of like colorful glass into sea glass very quickly,
Aw, yeah,
and set those as decorations around the beach.
way cool.
And that's an 18.
It's gonna traumatize people
Easy.
from Friday's game.
I know, the glass.
They'll be substantially different from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
demon
It'll
glass.
be smooth and kind of frosted and
Not the sharp,
not-
jagged.
Not like her
don't know,
hand.
you like-
reflecting your inner demon's glass.
yeah, you can't like so smooth that you can't even like cut yourself with it if you really tried, you know.
Yeah, they almost glow. A nice pleasant glow.
Pretty. And we have little twinkling, little like firefly looking.
What'd you call me?
What?
A firefly?
Little fireflies. I said twinkling.
Uh,
Is that a tiny twink? A twinkling? Sorry, never mind.
It's actually Twinklet.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is Moondor building a sandcastle?
That's what I was thinking. I think Moondor wants to be in charge of the games that are going on the beach, but also he wants to be the bouncer. Like
Oh.
making
He
like
wants to do the ocular pat downs.
Moondor would absolutely think they could do both.
Oh yeah. That, like wanting to run. So I'm trying to figure out what games. Like we're gonna have beach volleyball going, so they're gonna get that set up and
Tug of war.
tug of war
Tug of war,
would be
that's
good.
a good one.
Probably another one is
Toss the Gronkle. That's a classic.
Toss the Gronkle.
Yeah.
Sure.
Toss the Gronkle.
Can I make a skill check to make a Gronkle?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right.
What is a gronkle?
I was
Oh,
about
come
to-
on.
19 plus stuff for making a Gronkle.
Plus stuff.
Yeah. You make
We'll
a
make
Gronkle.
Gronkle check.
It has two eyes, and then you throw it, and then when it hits the sand, little spikes pop out and stick
Oh.
it into the sand.
All right.
Is that what a gronkle is?
That's a Gronkle.
I've never heard
with
of
the
this.
house that's on the cliff, we'd probably have a competition to see who could jump the farthest off
Oh,
the
yeah.
cliff.
Oh,
Yeah.
cliff
Into
diving.
the ocean?
Yeah.
Is there rocks at the bottom? There better not be rocks at the bottom.
I
know
can-
it is
I
a
can
rock.
go
It
try to
is
crush
rocky
the
city.
rocks.
Absolutely rocks at the bottom.
Yeah.
That makes it more fun.
I'm trying to see who can jump the farthest.
We
I'm just
have-
gonna use my wings to just like.
Glide.
We have Stephanie on
Glide.
standby.
Yeah.
The guests are arriving.
Wait, I have to do my thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad.
I'm gonna hide my cooler because there's not enough drinks for everyone. Shoot. Someone's gonna find it.
There's
Do you want to run a
Mountain
little?
Mist,
Do you want to run a
Barbarian
little
Blast.
bar?
Yeah.
9.
Do you
wanna
wanna
run a
do you
little
wanna run a
bar?
little beach bar?
Yeah.
Beach bar.
No, he doesn't want any interaction with anybody.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
just wanting to
He's
hide.
feel like that'd
the
be
grumpy
perfect.
old man who's like, stay away from my cooler.
So I got a 9 sleight of hand to
All right.
try and hide the cooler.
Yeah,
So
you like
some of
cover
you
it with
may
a
not get your
towel.
drinks.
Yeah.
You cover it with a towel.
Gotta
and, like,
hide all
sit
the
on
fantasy
it, but
flavor aid.
Yeah.
if you ever have to get up for anything, that cooler is gonna get opened. So
Yeah.
you're just gonna be sitting on that cooler all day. All right. The different guests start to arrive. We have, of course, the priest and priestesses of Eldath. Our favorite Stephanie arrives. She absolutely brings the girl force in tow with her. They
probably
brought
just
some
got way
little
better.
table decorations for each table. We have, of course, Biddle and the crime syndicate that you
Tim.
used to
Tim.
work with. Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
And Eris is like, I absolutely did not.
I invited Bizzle. I don't know who invited Tim.
Did you remember to invite Ales? I make good
Screw
ones.
that.
We have some of the other
What a
Blackthorns.
pinata.
Henko.
Oh, pinata.
Henko,
pinata.
the Dragonborn Blackthorn will show up as well.
Okay, that's
Uh,
interesting.
So he is there as well.
I think in that case, Goodwin is like embarrassed to be out here, like next to his peers. So he's like trying to hide from them with his sun
Henko
hat.
will go up and like slap you on the back. It's like, I've been telling you for years, old man, this is where you belong.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Oh.
Enjoy it. You know, one day I'll join you.
Don't die.
Okay, you know me. Classic Henko. We got Nathaniel from the original Adventurers Guild.
Is he looking stressed?
Yes, but he is absolutely ready to hit the beach. He doesn't even say hi to anyone. He just strips down into his skivvies and jumps right into the ocean. He's been needing.
I have one quick question. Biddle's like a little toad, right?
yeah.
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 Like
Can
a
he be in like
trench
one of
coat.
those little ring floaties and he's just in the water?
You just see his eyes just poking out above the ocean waves. Like
Yeah.
he sometimes is fully submerged as the wave just goes, but he just stands there.
I love
like,
water.
you can see his eyes just smiling.
Yeah.
He's definitely a saltwater toad, that's for
Oh.
He's having a good time.
sure.
He's
He's
so
happy.
I want Bucket to be like just like buried underneath a bunch of sand. So
With
it's
his
So
head.
bucket?
yeah, with
So,
just his head
hold
sticking
on.
out.
Bucket being one of the dark
Demons.
prince's
Did he get his wish?
liaisons.
Oh, you need my dice again?
Yeah. Don't
Oh.
don't think too much about it.
Sure.
Bucket is not in attendance,
Oh.
as the demons have no master, no force to drive them. So there's no Bucket.
His invite returned to sender. Oh.
It was probably devoured and digested.
Yeah, the demon.
I don't even
delivery
know how.
system's
I mean,
not good.
you did make a pact with
Hellier.
Hellier,
Call
so
Hellier
you
to
probably
phone
would
up
be
Bucket.
able to. Actually, how about you roll for me instead? Because you might be able to bring Bucket instead.
Your,
Do I
your
get
party
any
skills are so
pluses?
renowned.
Yeah, you
can
can
bring
use performance. Yeah.
demons.
Ooh, performance. That's an 11.
You know what? It was just a base 10, so yeah. Bucket will show up, the only demon,
Oh,
because he is well behaved.
Good.
Oh. He's on good behavior, but I've got a little glass of holy water, and I'm like, oh.
You're like, listen, Bucket, this whole beach could be holy water. Just watch yourself, okay?
Let's be on our good behavior. One drink, okay? Go get yourself some charcuterie, and then.
As soon as she says one drink, I pull the cooler closer.
Anybody that I gotta not let in, being the bouncer and all.
There is the new captain of the guard, Stefan the Stout.
Is this
Um,
Stephanie's brother?
No.
Oh.
Patrick
It's
Lionheart's.
Patrick's replacement.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Patrick was brutally killed and not a tear was shed for him.
I tried to say
He
it.
will actually have a little like a piece of Sir Patrick's armor that he intends to send out to sea during this
Don't
thing.
litter in my private beach.
He's like,
Don't you know he's trash?
Patrick was a good captain.
Oh, I was hoping he'd have a Scandinavian accent.
Patrick was a good captain, so I would love to honor his memory.
I flip through. I don't really know if you're on the list, but I guess I can let this one slide from now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can Moonor even read the list?
It's all just like
It's
scribbles.
pictures.
Yeah,
It's stick
like,
figures.
there's some people that I'm like, nah, you can't come in. Like, and then like obviously he lets like the babes in.
All of the cleric sorority is there.
All the babes. Yeah, you did.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yeah, come on.
Don't
Why
I
are all
look
the
good?
ladies wearing minotaurs?
There are a couple Minotaur babes.
Definitely some Minotaur babes.
Oh my god. I know it's going.
I'm imagining that, some minotaurs would have stayed after
absolutely.
after the battle.
Absolutely.
And now minotaurs exist in this world.
And now they do.
Nah.
I don't know.
Well-
You have some special guests.
Yes, he does. He has his little sister and his
Yeah.
aunt. They're there. She is tiny. So he's already really small. He's like 4 feet. She is like 2 feet. She's tiny. And she got her fur is in like tiny pig tufts of little pigtails with little bows. And she's got like these big wide brown eyes and she looks so excited to be here.
Wonder will walk up and just take a deep breath. What is your name?
Her name is, I believe it was Marigold.
Oh yeah, it was.
Or what? I think it was.
The human
I'm
name.
confused.
Yeah, the human name was.
I said, what is your name?
I'm confused.
This is not a very difficult question. What is your name?
I'm telling you, I'm confused and I'm on the list.
Oh, I knew it was in the family. They do not do good answering questions.
Can I just go inside, please?
Yeah,
Mr.
go find. I
Minotaur?
don't know.
Okay. Goodbye.
Leaves a tiny little fish.
There's like a fish in his boot now, so if like Moondor looks down, there's gonna be a fish.
There's no boots.
What is the fish that comes in those cans?
It's a sardine.
It's a sardine.
It's a tiny sardine.
Wouldn't it be a goldfish? I mean, she's marigold.
That's
Oh,
true.
I
That's
was about to
true.
say,
There's a little
goldfish.
There's like
In a little
fish.
bag that you get from the
Just
carnival.
like-
you know?
It's like
It's just been
opens-
shooken up too much. This poor little fish. It's just like
It's upside down.
She like has you extend your hand. She just plops a bag of water and a dead fish in her hand and then goes.
Oh, he's
inside.
taking a nap. I'll make sure he does not get disturbed.
Moondor's surprisingly good with children.
Well,
But
he's
yeah,
got the mustache.
I
now.
know it's-
Exactly.
He's a dad
He's a
now.
dad.
I'm not a dad, but
Not yet.
He's like, hopefully not.
No.
There's a mermaid in there. Remember?
What? No. What is Arden doing?
I think Arden is just kind of taking it all in from a perspective that he's never really had the luxury of enjoying, of just not having to worry about whether, first of all, outliving most of these people. Second of all, not worrying if he's going to have to kill them because his brother ordered him to. He's just going to be very reflective and contemplative about how different his existence is now.
As you're sitting, kind of watching everything, you'll hear the familiar voice. Do I know you? And there is standing Bucket. He's wearing a really nice suit, actually. Very nice suit, but very overdressed for a beach party. And he is holding like a little glass of a martini. But you see him like hold it up to his ear and pour it into his ear.
That better not be one of mine.
And then
He brought his own.
you look familiar.
That's so crazy. Have we met before?
Hopefully not.
Oh, I see.
No. But there's something about you.
people just say that about me. I'm rather charming. I got one of those familiar faces,
Boring. And then he's gonna like chunk on the glass, just like, and just start eating it. Wow. I hope to never see you again. And then walks away.
I freaking love Bucket.
That's on brand.
The real hero of this story.
So yeah, different guests are gonna be going around. They're gonna play the games that Moondor has set up. If you want to participate in the games, just tell me how your character would play. We had the squash the glonk game.
Grunkle.
Toss the gronkle.
Squash
Also
the
now
glonk.
called squash the glonk.
Squash the glonk.
No, that's part of the game, you know?
Yeah, you
it's the ground ball,
squash
you have to
it,
squash the
And
ground.
then you throw it.
Andy, may I have permission to just do something mildly cool?
Of course.
Okay, I round up all of you, just the 6 of us. I'm like, Goodwin, I've been working on this forever. Okay, come on, just the 6. I've been working on this forever, and I want you to see it at the party. I think it's finally ready. Okay, follow me. And then we all walk on the beach, and towards the end, there's like a little cave, and a little bit of water is like trickling in. There's like the little rocks, and there's like a little stream coming in. I'm like, and then I've got a little jar that I've had Goodwin cast like the light spell on. I like shake it up like a glow stick, and it lights up. And in the cave, there's like a bunch of little pretty like crystals in the walls, and they reflect. And at the very end, there's the severed head of the statue of Eldath. And then a bunch of little Eldath symbols, like a teeny tiny shrine to Eldath in the middle of this little crystal cave. And I'm like, what do you guys think?
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh, this is great! I love it!
Now I wish I had consulted you when I went to the other side of the beach, because I may have built.
Wait, really?
It was gonna be a surprise. You know what? The cave here is much nicer than where I built it, so maybe we just forget about
His
it.
is just like a couple of like barrels that he put a little picture
Actually,
on.
yeah. So
Yeah, to hold it. So you take everybody over to your side of the beach.
No, we can stay there.
I want to see yours.
So what he did is he built it on the beach, not in a cave. So
Oh.
he built it up by the cliff side, and he used mold earth to build a statue. And
With a
then
missing head.
No, it looks nice, like it's a bust of Eldath. And then it has like the shield with her symbol on it in front.
That's
A
what my
sculpture.
shield
No,
was.
a sculpture of the shield. And then there's a offering bowl in front of it, like just for any offerings they want to give.
It has a potion of water breathing in it.
People get. Just go anytime.
That's so funny. Like, oh, well.
We're like, pour one. You need to pour one out for Eldath. It's just potions of water breathing.
Yeah, I was
Should
gonna,
we go
I was
water
gonna
breathing?
take you and Arden here after the party and show you just to kind of pay my respects, but
Goodwin,
I think you outdid me, so I'm just not gonna try anymore. What happened?
The
gaff
tape
tape.
failed.
Oh,
So the
Hold on. Yeah, and then tape it, and then, yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Our set is not held together with tape.
That would be crazy.
We are
Definitely.
very professional.
Not a
We are
plank
not
of wood
using
hanging your
this is professional tape, though.
No,
It's like that
Definitely
tape
all
they
of
use
our
in
very
movies.
lives.
it's fine.
We are totally
That
not
good?
recording all of this on cell phones.
probably.
No.
Yeah,
Goodwin. I love it.
I'm glad.
But hey, we could just move it inside the cave.
Yeah, Mundor?
Yes!
Here, let me. He uses.
Wait, no.
Yeah, roll straight check.
No, but I'm gonna use Mulder to assist him and like excavate.
I will
it.
rage so I can get advantage on the
And
wall.
I'm looking at
Here's
her
the
head
thing,
and I'm
I-
like,
Divine smite.
So during this time, he would have
Thankfully,
prepared Mulder and
arranged.
bending. So that's how he built it. using
Alright.
bow, so.
So that'll be an 18.
Yeah, you're able to consolidate the shrine.
It's a bit of a walk.
Mistakes.
Because I went on the opposite side of the beach.
I was wondering what you were doing over there. I thought you were just getting a good tan.
I mean, do I look tan to you?
You've got a little bit of a farmer's tan thing going on, but
Oh shoot.
Well, if we are all together, I would like to cast my first spell. I don't know how this really works, but I would. Ceremony is a spell where you can only cast it on one person, but
Oh, absolutely, y'all allow it.
so the one I wanted to, because with the spell ceremony, you can choose a couple different things, and I wanted to choose dedication. And do this for us. And as he's trying this, as he spreads like the silver, he takes it. Just if you guys have seen The Office, he takes it and just spread like powdered silver on each of your faces as part of this. And
Excuse me.
Why did
That's not amusing, Mondor.
yeah, I don't know how this works. I'm still learning. And yeah, for the next 24 hours, when the target makes a saving throw, they can add a D4 to it.
Do we get a cool symbol tattoo?
Yeah,
We
what?
should get friendship tattoos, yeah. I
it'll-
don't think you can see it under my fur though.
We invited a tattooist to the
Yeah.
party.
It's a bracing iron.
Biddle can absolutely give you guys some tattoos.
Oh no.
The dedication symbol, it'll be a circle with two swords going through it.
Aww.
Oh, I like it. Canon.
Yep.
Canon.
Canon.
Yes.
And you guys have to be here for an hour while I do this ritual.
I mean, we're away from the party.
Oh
Wait,
no,
wait,
I think my little sister is calling.
No.
I'm coming!
No, you have to stay in order for this to work.
Okay.
And I
Fine.
just on each of your Simba, like on all your foreheads.
Let's keep this to ourselves for a few days. This is nice. We'll
Yeah.
tell people about the
Are
shrine
we streaming? Or are we
after we
yeah.
get our own.
They can know later. I'm planning on turning it into a tourist trap.
Oh.
Are you
Just
starting
kidding.
an Airbnb, like
An Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Yes.
Oh my
no.
goodness.
I do think I'm going to buy the other house next door and use all the money I stole from
You're gonna hear a bunch of familiar sounding
killed our
explosions coming from the beach.
Hey.
As somebody has gotten into your cooler.
it. Eris covers her head and she's like, not again!
PTSD.
No, they're definitely like
Flashbacks.
fireworks.
Okay.
that
Goodman
kind of
like
stuff.
stands there and listens for a minute with his head tilted, and he's just like.
Sorry, those are probably some of my cousins. They found it.
When you get back to the beach, Biddle is
Oh.
bright pink.
Oh,
It's like,
no.
I found magic. I found magic.
Biddle!
We all at the same time, like one of those sitcoms.
What? Okay, yeah. What was in the cooler was just drinks. He has the potions on him.
Oh, he found a way though.
Oh,
Biddle always finds a
Biddle
way.
always
It's
finds a
Biddle.
way.
You cannot convince me that Biddle would not spike all of the drinks with magic.
No.
Yeah, it's like careful. Biddle's got magical roofies. They don't knock you out, but they might make you turn bright orange. It's wild magic surge. Each time you take one of those, be careful.
Goodwin, don't worry. I kept your mountain mist barbarian blasts inside. No one's gonna get into those.
Barbarian blast.
Wait, you don't think they would have gone up to the house to use a bathroom? We said that.
You
down
just
to
hear
them?
like that. See the house lights glowing.
I know.
It's the little girl
Oh, no.
on the
Oh.
DJ stand, like, all right, guys, we're gonna turn you.
Gosh, there's an ocean right there. Just go in the ocean.
I know. We need a whole sitcom of Goodwin and Eris sharing this beach house, by the way.
Honestly, yeah.
And Goodwin labels all of his food in the fridge with sticky notes, even though
Separate
Eris
from my
doesn't want them. She's like, I'm not gonna eat your pickled sardines. I don't care. Oh, there's a
Pickled
sticky note.
sardines, where?
Oh, I don't eat those. I just keep those to remember Valerian.
Oh.
Thank you very much. You know, I've been thinking about moving up here. Possibly.
There's a few
My
properties
siblings.
around, you know. Our neighbor was
Yeah.
killed by that mermaid the other
Yeah.
day, so
Oh, yeah, I'll just take that house. I'll just, like,
Yeah.
scoop out the body and stuff. It's fine.
Squatters right.
Yeah, Eris didn't intend for Goodwin to live in her house. She bought this house, let Goodwin stay, and then he just kept staying. And she was like, well,
yeah,
He like turned the basement into his own lab. And
you
just
know, I'll get
completely-
the next house over sometime next week or something.
oh,
And then next week is always, like,
2 months
the
later.
week after that. Maybe the week after that. We'll see.
yeah, he's like, the market's not good right now.
secretly he just likes living with Eris because she's like a daughter to him.
I know.
How late in the day are we? Are we almost approaching like sunset?
Yeah, so
twilight?
you guys, there will be the classic sunset scene where everybody's just kind of gathered around.
I feel like we're sitting on the cliff's edge.
Yes,
looking out.
Stephen the Stout will send out like a little boat with Sir Patrick's piece of armor and a little candle.
If he wants, I can light the boat on fire with
well,
my dragon's breath.
he tries to send it out, and because it's an ocean, the waves immediately crash into it and kind of just like submerge it, just like right at the beach. He's like,
I think
I
he's
didn't
a
think
failure
that one.
too.
I didn't think that one
I
through.
know. Eris has an Eldritch Blast ready in her hand. And she's like,
Eris's beef with the guards continue.
He like kind of goes into the water to like try to recover it, but it's like gone and the sun is set, so he just kind of walks out of the
Does
water.
he
like,
have
all
his
soaking
armor
wet.
on?
Of course, he's got his
So he's,
full
like, so
ceremony. Yeah,
heavy
he's just like
in the
he
water.
walks out of the ocean, just like shh. It's like he doesn't say anything. He's just kind of like awkwardly there.
So, okay,
I'm gonna
question.
pull out one of those little papers and like get a sketch of this.
Just like him, just like
Blackmail for later.
walking out of the water.
So the demon, the augment glass, right? If it was stabbed into a dead body, they would turn into an augment.
Yes,
And then when Skotos died, the augments returned to humans.
all the augments did return. Yes.
Interesting. Would I have had time to do that to Sir Patrick Lionheart's body?
I mean, he was ripped
He
in
was
two.
He was yeah.
So only half of his
Eos
body.
killed him.
Eos killed him, so
Yeah,
no.
during when he was like shooting his chakram down on the city, your guys' failed saves, you guys were like, go this way, and then he ran that way, and then just got orbital strikes. So,
Split in half this way.
yeah, he did
Got it.
a while ago.
That's all right.
You still have his sword, I believe. You pilfered that off of his body or something. So that's probably sitting rusting in the bottom of the ocean or something like that.
Poor
It's a
Patrick.
trophy. In my house.
It's a trophy.
I outlived you.
Eris got mad. She just told him to go that way. Just kidding.
Well, she is called Murder Darkness.
Eris murdered Darkness.
That's the elven pronunciation. Though.
You're right. You're right.
She changed her
Sorry,
last
I don't mean
name
to be racist.
To Beachy Ocean or something.
Beachy
Oh.
Oak.
You know
Eris,
Y'all.
she just changes her name depending on what's going on. So Eldeath, so it's like Eris of Light and Goodness, and then it's Eris and Murder Darkness, and then it's Eris Beachy Girl.
Chill vibes.
Chill
Chill
vibes.
That's actually an interesting thing
Chill
to bring
vibe.
up. We don't need to build a shrine to hell you're doing. I really don't want to do that.
No, my contract's up next month
Okay.
anyway.
I'm sure
Um,
you've made up enough to.
He
be
doesn't
back
call
in-
me.
Many of the guests have left at this point. Bucket is just standing there, just never blinking, just watching the ocean.
1,000 yards to take.
But Biddle is passed out in some sand dune somewhere. But most of the other guests have just vacated. So as you guys kind of sit on the beach in the dying embers of the bonfire that you guys had there, you guys will have this final moment together to
Hey,
look
James.
over the ocean and to celebrate what has happened.
James, how you feel about extended flight?
What do you have in mind?
He opens up his cooler. Please be in here. He tries to look for it. It's there. He hands you a potion of fly. Try that with your wings.
Give it a try. I drink it.
Yeah, you can fly.
As I fly into the sky, I'm breathing out dragon fire. It's just like a show for you guys
Okay,
to
so he's
watch.
just showing off.
Yeah, James is able to soar
Yeah.
around in the very little bit of light that's
Twilight,
still,
yeah.
the twilight, as the moon is starting to rise.
So Arden, what are you gonna do now that you're a human?
I think that I've done a lot of things that I need to atone for. I think that I will be spending my time trying to make up for the horrible things I was made to do.
You know, you were made to do those things. I think you've already more than made up for it by helping us take down Eos himself. I think you need to move on. I think you need to let go.
Agreed. Takes a drink. He's probably pretty drunk at this point.
Well, he's gonna stand up and crack his knuckles. I think it's time that I go home.
You're heading back to your plane of existence?
I'm back, by the way.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. It has been a great journey, but I'd need to go back to my people.
Will you visit?
Maybe. But I see the reason why I have come here to help our friend and the rest of this realm out. I think I have served my purpose in seizing higher glory. And now I need to go figure out where more of that glory lies. Back with my people.
I mean, you can stay the night. I mean, there's room, right?
Yeah, I've got guest rooms for all of you, but for you and James, I've got a bunk bed.
I just imagine it's the stepbrother situation. You're underneath. I jump up top. Boosh!
Moondor, listen, I have to take the talk. I can just foresee that happening.
I mean, not that I want you guys to stay or anything.
You can admit that you actually like us.
You know
I
what?
was able to.
Let me... Goodwin, now, the four of you, I know that you all have a lot of adventuring to do. You've got a lot of glory to seize, atonement to chase. You've got to protect your family. And I'm sure you've got a lot you want to do now that you've changed your ways. However, I hope that the waves of fate can bring you back here whenever you're ready. And whenever you just need a break. There's always a place for you here with me and Goodwin reluctantly.
Yeah.
But he'll secretly be really happy you're here.
I don't plan on keeping my distance. This is a nice place.
Yeah. Maybe you all come and visit me in my home. It is very nice. Like, the beach is not as nice as this one, but still pretty cool. But I think
because
you'd
everything
like
I
it.
read about it was awful. Just the worst place ever.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of strange kind of races that aren't usually here, but the gods interact way more with you.
I think I've had enough of the gods' interaction, to be honest. I could do with no gods ever contacting me again. Just putting that out there.
Looks to the camera.
What? Oh yeah, that's me.
Valerian, one rule though. When you come to visit, you need to sometimes bring that cute little sister of yours. She's just a little doll.
She is, you don't want her around for very long, I can tell you that. You've seen her cute side. You think I'm bad with pranks. She's giving me PTSD.
Well, nonetheless, you can bring her every now and then when you need to wear her out.
All right. I'll bring her over. You can be our honorary cousin or something.
I'm 63. I can be a great aunt heiress for all I care.
All right, fine. Grandma Eris, there we go.
Not grandma!
Oh, you're the one who said great aunt. Well, guess what? Great aunt is grandma's sister. So you're still old either way.
You know what's funny?
Eris.
I was trying to think of an age for Goodwin before this session because I know I always said I didn't have an age and he was in 50s or 60s. 63 was the number I came up with.
Goodwin and Eris
Because it has
graduated the
significance
same
for
class in
something
high
else.
school.
Oh, it's hilarious.
We're the same age.
But anyway, I'll definitely bring her over so that she really likes the ocean. She was like collecting a bunch of shells and then throwing them at people, so I'll definitely have to bring her.
Please do.
Do not invite Biddle next time you come over.
But
Please.
Biddle is the life of the party.
I just
What are you
imagine this
talking
part. He's like,
Yeah, I point at him in the waves and I'm like, I'm kind of worried he's not gonna leave. Take him with you, please. I'm kind of sad he knows where I live.
I'm sure he'll make his own way home. Biddle then becomes the third roommate to this trio.
No.
he's just that person who just like lives in the ventilation system like everybody else.
He's Chang
He's
from
like,
Community.
Yes.
He's like in a garbage can somewhere.
She
He
keeps
doesn't
calling
have a
pest
house.
control, and she's like, "No, you don't understand. Something keeps eating all our trash. I keep finding stuff in our vents."
That's called a fantasy garbage disposal.
Goodwin is like hearing all this is just like looking at him and like tightening his grip on his sword, and he's like holding it to his chest and like growling at Biddle.
Growling.
Arden's like,
Biddle's
Arden's gonna go, time for my first good deed, and then opens a portal back to Kingdom Grand and just pushes Biddle through it.
Can it open underneath him like a little whirlpool, and he goes like down?
Yes, that's perfect.
I'm blasting off again.
Yeah, he's
I love magic.
completely unconscious, so you just hear him. When he hits the ground.
He breaks his neck, and that's the end of Biddle.
Oh.
Do you think he died down there? You think
He'll
he's
be
fine?
fine.
Oh, I hope
He's
so.
fine.
Nothing can kill Biddle.
It's true, it's Biddle.
Arden.
Secretly, Biddle is an immortal wizard that's been around for centuries.
Apparently. You can also return Moondor back to his realm. You're the one who has the power to do that.
Moondor, before you go, I have something for you. I fly to the immovable rod and I take it and I bring it down. I'm like, for old time's sake. And I hold it out to you. I click it. So.
Wait.
I rolled a 5 on intelligence, so yeah. You have really grown, my friend. I would like to rage.
Yeah, you can retry that strength check, please. You rolled a nat 20 last time, if I remember.
I didn't.
correctly.
I did roll
Yeah.
a nat 20 last time. I didn't roll a nat 20 this time.
Oh,
But I'm just trying it. I'm just like,
Do you want to smite it?
you know.
Smite the rod! Destroy the rod!
I don't think he can.
My one
Even
smite.
with the smite.
I mean,
don't
you
think
can make
he'll-
an attack on anything.
Oh, sure. I'm just saying. Yeah, but
I think the rule of cool will dictate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make
Oh,
an
yeah.
attack roll.
Oh,
You suddenly have your great weapon with you.
make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, he
Because
always
you were
has.
getting
he always
ready
has-
to leave.
I
Yeah.
thought it'd be like an inside joke. He'd be like, "Ha, nice." But
No.
no,
No.
Arden's just gonna
He's
take a
a
step
little
back.
slow.
That'll be if it's an attack roll, 17.
17? Wow, so you absolutely
It's a
hit.
stationary object. It's
Smite
not hard
that
to hit.
Imagine he misses.
I just wanted to roll my freaking Divine Smite once this freaking campaign. Oh. 2s and 1s on freaking damage.
Yeah.
What?
Literally 2s and 1s.
You let out a yell, like the sand like starts floating up around you, and because this is it, this is
like his hair's going yellow.
and
It's a
you
mustache,
bring
yellow
your
now.
weapon down on and there's like just the most underwhelming. Like,
I'm gonna say my mouth's just gonna snap, just upon the weight of the impact, and just
completely.
Can I roll a
break.
sleight of hand to use my mage hand to press the button on the immovable rod?
Yeah, absolutely.
as he does that?
Yeah, do a sleight of hand.
Okay. Well, that's probably like an 8, so it's not.
Roll me an intelligence or a wisdom check.
wisdom check.
Yeah.
Just base wisdom.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, you don't see that with all the rage. You're like, all you see is just red and this ball. So you don't see it as your weapon breaks.
Oh,
just a half second later, the rod falls into the sand. Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm-
take it.
I'm a little red in the face. I honestly, like, I know he's not the brightest guy, but I thought he would be aware by
This is a
now.
weapon to challenge my gods. It is something that only the most impressive and most intelligent scholars will be able to examine.
I love that he
I love how he
tries
did it
to
in front of me, and I still don't even know.
Yeah, you know. Is somebody gonna help poor
Yeah.
Moondor?
Moondor,
Sorry. I'm a
press the
little drunk.
button
What button?
right on the end.
There has been a button this whole time. I don't know if I will ever want to see you guys again. he'll smile and obviously look back.
Okay, all right. Whew. I thought you'd be like,
I have a tear
Yeah,
in my
like
eye.
yeah, I'll like go ahead and give you guys all hugged, and then when I give you a hug, I'll just like watch your back.
All right.
I know
group
where you
hug.
sleep.
Here, you can take this. One more for your journeys. I gave you a potion with haste on it.
Aw.
But I don't tell you that it's only good for the next hour.
Can we get one
Use
of
it
the
when
little
you need it.
pictures, the little
All
Get
right,
your
yeah.
sketches.
Ido's gonna pull out the paper and he's gonna set it up so it's like a little camera stuff.
Well, you got
Oh.
your sister there probably.
Oh, that's
still.
true.
Is it
I
gonna
brought
be-
my
Her thumb is
sister.
in it.
Is it one of the ones like that you everybody squashes into a photo booth at the same time and you get a strip? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's the parchments that draw
Oh.
whatever's
Yeah, yeah.
behind
I'm
it.
not
so-
going over there. You guys are gonna have to do that setup over here.
No, you're going to get up. Come on.
It's fine right here. Just come stand next to me. It's okay.
Why don't you want to move?
maybe she just gets a picture of the moment, us sitting around the
Yeah.
fire with the twilight of the ocean and the,
arguing with Goodwin.
You know what? That's what the photo
Me
is.
just like
Moon door
analyzing
just-
this for an object.
The picture is of Moondor contemplating the movable rod. Eris is trying to convince Goodwin to move. You are laughing at Moondor about it. Ido is trying to also get Goodwin to move, and Arden is sitting in the middle, and he is just looking around. I assume happy.
Yeah. That sounds perfect.
Oh.
Can
keep
this
the
can this
rope.
be also like potentially in the cave too? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I kind of imagine.
we'll
we're
have
still at
like
the
picture
cave.
of both.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to draw this
Somehow.
later.
Yeah.
I'll draw
Alternate
this later.
reality. We're in the cave too.
Oh.
I think that's the perfect ending point right there.
I had one more thing I wanted to do.
I think that's the perfect. No, what do you want to do?
The DM's very clear.
When everyone goes, I say my goodbyes, and Goodwin, before heading up there's like steps up there.
Mm-hmm.
Before heading up the steps, he will place his sword and sheath in the waves and let it go into the ocean.
Credits roll.
The Dead
Credits
War.
roll.
Before the Dead Wars.
After the
After
dead.
the-
After
the Dead Wars.
And then the
Epilogue.
mermaid attacks him.
Before the next.
And then immediately, like
Before after
America.
the Dead Wars.
This is like the end credit scene.
You do that on your way into the cave before the picture.
Yeah, and then the
There we
picture
go.
is what you have, and then roll credits.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna draw that at some point.
Beautiful. I would love to see a picture of that, honestly. That would be really cool. Well, that is the end, the actual end.
The
You know, we
actual
said
end.
that last time, but this
Aw.
for reals is the end of this
After-
group
before the Dead
before
Wars.
the Dead Wars. We definitely have intentions of returning in some form or another for the next Dead Wars.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You have not gotten rid of all of us.
We
Definitely
haven't seen
not.
the last of James Wankenracker. You guys learned his middle name?
James
Racker.
Lincoln Racker.
Please be careful on that phrasing there.
Eris Murder Darkness.
I think we're done. I think that's it. I think just
He
cut
hates
right
his
there.
middle name.
Just
He
cut.
sees it as an insult. So just
Done.
You
We can't end it better than that.